The Russian and Turkish governments have held a series of phone calls after a deadly incident in the north of Syria around the town of Al-Bab. According to the Russian military, a Russian warplane bombed what were supposed to be targets of ISIS militants. Instead, they killed at least 3 Turkish soldiers and wounded at least 11 more. So you had a phone call between the presidents of Russia, that's Vladimir Putin, and the Turkish president Recep Tayyip Erdogan, also the top 2 military commanders from both countries, where the Russians expressed condolences for what's been described as an accident, and they've also promised to work better together with the Russians and the Turks in their campaign against ISIS in Syria. Now, this isn't the first time that both governments have had a call after a deadly incident. Last December, you had a rogue Turkish police officer who assassinated, shot dead Russia's ambassador to Turkey at a public gathering. And in that case, the Turks were very apologetic to Russia for what they described as an act of terrorism. This has been a real rapprochement between Ankara and Moscow that's come after years of supporting opposite factions in the terrible civil war in Syria. And the relations were at their worst in November of 2015 when the Turks actually shot down a Russian warplane flying in the border region between Turkey and Syria. Russia and Turkey had been supporting opposite factions, but more recently they've been working together, even meeting for diplomatic conferences, initiatives to try to figure out some kind of a peaceful end to this grinding conflict in Syria. Ivan Watson, CNN, Moscow.